Good morning, folks, from Kitchen Coos and News. We're live this morning in Oban Auction Mart, where it's the show and sale of Highland coos. And that's class number 1 has just been completed there, and the judge, Willie McLean, he's placed these cows, these bulls, in order, and he's handed out the rosettes. And the next class is where the Kitchen Coos and News bulls are coming in. We've got 2 bulls coming in to the ring here. I just can't tell you how excited Mrs. McHugh and me and everybody else in the Kitchen Coos and News team are so excited here, because, you know, we've been breeding cattle for more than 20 years. We never thought we'd see a day when we'd be selling cattle at Oban. It's one of the most highly regarded sales in the country, and we just can't believe we're here. So we've got an expert. We've got an expert to bring out our bulls for us. So Dexter and his team, they've been taking care of our bulls for the last few months at least. Anyway. And here he comes. He's first out the ring. Here comes Dexter. Dexter with our bulls. In fact, these are our 2, 16 and 17, following each other round about the ring here. But, let me assure you folks, the competition is fierce in here. The quality of the cattle in this section is really high, and I guess everybody that brings an animal to a show, they want to win, but we haven't built our expectations up here, folks. We know that we're newbies at this game, and the judge here, Willie McLean is without a doubt one of the most respected men in livestock breeding in the UK. Everybody knows Willie McLean. He's well respected, and nobody could be better at placing these bulls in order. And I have to say, folks, there's a lump in my throat here, because I'm just so proud of how our cattle look in the ring here. This number 16 here, that is Rory, and the one behind him is Gilly. So it's Rory in the front, Gilly coming up behind. Mrs. McHugh, she's tucked up in there. She's watching the showing as well. There's superfan Erica Kevin's in there. Brother-in-law Billy Ferguson, sister Mary. Chase is even up for the day. So we're all here to enjoy this moment, because it might never happen again, because we kept these 2 bulls because their mums were really great animals, and their dad was one of the best bulls we've seen in a long time. So the breeding behind these 2 bulls is certainly right. And there's Dexter now, who's just led Rory of Oban up to the front of the judge, and the judge he's looking for all the breed quality marks on a Highland coo. He's running his hand all over the body of the bull, because bulls are hairy. They're supposed to be hairy, but you can only get to know what's going on underneath all that hair if you actually put your hands on, and your hands will find all those lumps and bumps that you want to see in a bull. Especially, he'll already have had a quick glance down at his family jewels, the things that do all the good, and passing on his genetics. And now the judge is looking to see how he walks as he's walking away, because you want your cattle to walk square on all 4 of their legs. And on this part here, the judge is looking at the front end of the bull walking, then he examines the bull, and then the last part of the examination is when the bull walks away from the judge. So he's processing lots and lots of information at the same time, the judge here. And bearing in mind, there's hundreds of people here. There's hundreds of people around about the ring here. Probably people from all over the world are here for the Highland cattle sale in Oban. For Highland coos, they're bred. They're bred in great numbers all over the world. I think there's probably more Highland cows. There's definitely more Highland cows that are not in Scotland than are in Scotland, if that makes any sense. So, well, he's just giving Gilly here a once over. He's giving him a good look here. Yeah. Yeah. That was a thorough examination there that Gilly got. And, well, I know for a fact Gilly's good at walking. He takes nice long strides and he's well balanced. And there's a bit of gap between his hocks when he takes those steps, folks, which is what you want with a bull. But then there's all these other bulls. God damn it. Eh? I forgot about the opposition for a moment there. I got carried away. Because these are the top end of the Highland bulls in the UK right now. And it's just a pleasure to be here and amongst them. And to be so, I don't think our bulls don't look out of place here, folks. I don't think we've let ourselves down by bringing them to the sale. And of course we've got Ella Beg. Ella Beg's coming up later on. So with a bit of drama here this morning, folks. When we came in, it sounds like a hairdresser salon here on show morning. All the farmers have got their hair dryers on, drying off their cattle. Because, you see, when they're inside a building like this, Highland coos, they're not really supposed to be inside a building. And what happens is, when they've got all this hair, they sweat through the night. So in the morning, before you go out to meet your public, you need to get your hair dryer out and dry your hair. So, drama this morning. This circuit breaker in the market was tripping out. And the hair dryers, you could hear 30 hair dryers coming on at the same time, and then 30 hair dryers going off at the same time when the circuit breaker clicked. So fortunately, Dexter and his team, they'd been in the market real early, and they'd had the heavy lifting done with the two bulls, because Dexter's got other cattle here. He's a busy man. He's so respected in the cattle world. There's lots of people ask Dexter to bring out their cattle. So Dexter had the heavy lifting done this morning, but Mrs. McHugh and me, we're novices at this game. We waited until breakfast was served in the Royal Hotel this morning at 7:30, and we ate a hearty breakfast. And then we made our way up to the market. We knew we'd plenty of time to dry Ella Beg off, but we didn't know the power supply wasn't going to be working. So fortunately here in Oban, I noticed that they've got two separate power supplies. There's a 13 amp supply and a 16 amp supply, and everybody apart from one person was plugged into the 13 amp supply, which I noticed it kept running when everybody else's went off. So I headed down to Screwfix, bought a 13 amp plug, a 16 amp plug, changed the plug fitting on our blower, our cattle hair dryer, and yeah, we've got Ella Beg all nicely dried off, and she's looking real snort. I'm proud of her as well. So it took a bit of ingenuity to get the hair dryer to go, and then I was more than happy to share that supply with other people that were needing to dry their cattle as well. So it was a good chance to help our fellow exhibitors out as well with my impromptu electrician skills. So that's the judge. He's now looking at the very last bull in this class, And now, then they'll start to parade round and round a few times, and then the judge will ask the bulls to come forward in an initial order. He'll row them up from first, second, third, and fourth, fifth in this class.
Sorry. Can't get my leg over.
Oh, somebody's having a problem getting their leg over next to me, so I'll not put him on the camera just so that he's not embarrassed. So, yeah, here they go. They're heading off now. Round Willie McLean. He's just reaffirming. He's reaffirming all the things that he's looked at during that initial inspection, and starting to form an idea in his mind. He's possibly picked out his leader by this time, and he'll just be trying to wonder what order to follow on from there. He's maybe even picked out the first one and the last one possibly, and then trying to arrange all the ones in between. I don't know how Willie McLean's mind worked, but I wish I did, because Willie doesn't make any mistakes, folks. He is such a great, highly skilled judge of cattle and stockmen in general, so I can't tell you how excited I am at this stage. Just waiting. The judge will eventually, he'll point to the person that he wants to come in first place. He'll point to them first of all, and he'll signal to them 1, 2 or whatever. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Folks, Rory has been drawn up in first position. I'm needing tablets or something, I'll tell you. I cannot believe it. Rory's in first position at the moment. Listen, let's calm down, folks. The judge is going to have another look here. He's at liberty to change his mind at this stage. He can change his mind if he wants, and he can move the bulls round about. This is not a given, it's not a deal here. There's a lot to happen yet. And this is Gilly here in third place. Gilly, so we're standing 1 and 3 at the moment. Oh, I can't see Mrs. McHugh from where I'm perched up on top of a rail here, folks. But I bet you she's having palpitations right now. She will need counselling after this, I think, to bring her down. Oh, he's shifting. Oh my God. When I said the judge was at liberty to move bulls round about, he's done just that. But he's moved our bull up into number 2. So we're now standing 1 and 2 in the show. And there's a lot to be done yet, folks, because there's lots more classes of bulls to judge, and there's lots of classes of heifers. Oh, that's amazing. I cannot believe this. We are 1 and 2 in this class of bulls. Thank you, Willie McLean. You have made a team at Kitchen Coos and Ewes more than happy. Amazing. Wow. I'm going to have to go for a lie down. Oh no, I don't need to forget. I've still got Ella Begg to take out at the show ring. Don't worry, folks. Don't worry. We are definitely not building up our hopes too high for Ella Begg because, well, a couple of reasons. I'm a complete novice at telling out Highland cattle and showing Highland cattle, and we didn't bring our best female to this show. Our best females are still at home, but the quality of the cattle from Rory of Glengorm is so good. We can afford to sell one. My much loved Ella Begg, I'm pretty sure, I hope she goes off to live with another family that loves her just as much as we all do at Kitchen Coos and Ewes. So folks, we'll maybe give you an update later on in the day when we get, because our bull will come back out for the championship at some point, I just can't concentrate at the moment to think when that is, but there'll be more news later. So from me here at the Oban sale, it's bye for now.